Hello everyone. If you've been following my chronological uploads of some of my RP characters over the years, you have now reached the point where Andrew's story just ended, and ToO Season 3 is just about to begin. ToO Season 3 was a special season I was extremely excited for. The theme was Greek gods and architecture, very much inspired by historical ancient Greece in Conan, but still enhanced by fantasy and mythological aspects. There were only 4 admins on that season, and as such, they could only play limited amount of gods for us to interact with. So of course we had Zeus, Hera, Aphrodite, and Poseidon, but there was no Ares, Hermes, or Athena. There were so many characters I wanted to play that season. I adore Greek mythology, loved it since I was a child. But considering my background in studying philosophy for years, this was my one and only opportunity to finally utilize my academic background and combine it with my infatuation towards RP. So, I created a character called Timaeus, inspired of course by one of the Plato's dialogues pertaining to the nature of the physical world. This character of mine was a man dedicated to the pursuit of wisdom and ethics more than anything in his life. But, similar to Socrates, his goal was to convince others through the method of dialectics to think. Think about everything, the world around them, their choices, and how they treat others. I spent countless hours on my research. I had so many plans for this character and I was so excited to unleash this upon the server. But as things often go in RP, this one didn't exactly go my way. On this very season there was a group called the Avi, an antagonistic aristocratic family fueled by the presence of an admin, boasting greater numbers than any other group on the server. They were arrogant and pretty much untouchable. And I was just a simple homeless philosopher inspired by Socrates to perhaps challenge their authority and to show them I also have faith in a god of my own, which was of course Athena, the goddess of wisdom and patron of all philosophers. What you will see in the upcoming days is the short life of Timaeus and how he conducted himself in front of the gods and his friends. But you will also see his unfortunate downfall, which was very graphic and downright cruel. To anyone with a weak stomach, to anyone who doesn't really enjoy characters being tortured or put into dehumanizing situations, you might want to skip this one. You may of course watch some of the VODs at the beginning, there are some funny highlights for sure, but the ending, let's say I won't blame you if you skip that one. It's one of those big regrets of my RP career. I still to this day don't really know if I would have gone with it all, if I had a chance to do it all again, but I guess it doesn't really matter anymore. What matters is I try to show you both the good and the bad, because that is RP. You don't just experience the fun and glorious moments, sometimes you make some bad decisions, and they will haunt you for the rest of your life. This was one of those moments for me. I tried my best to conduct myself as a professional. Perhaps I wanted to prove to everyone involved I am up for a challenge. But no matter what drove the other side to act the way they did, no matter what led me to allow them to do it, it wasn't the end of Season 3. It was just the beginning, and the rest of the season was absolutely wonderful, long, prosperous, and epic. And I will definitely tell you more about it soon. So, for now, thank you so much for following my RP journey. I'll see you in the next video, and I promise that this VOD that I'm alluding to will be properly designated, and you will know when you get there. So, yeah, see you around.